Well, now that it's almost March, it is time to go over the March budget, which for me, if you guys have been following, you know it's going to be pretty different this month just because this is my first month in a new job of a less paying job. So the budget is tightened up a little bit, you could say. So I'm very excited to get into it, and welcome to my home desk. I'm still trying to figure out the filming angles and all of that and get this desk worked out, but it's a work in progress. For now, let's just get into the spreadsheet. If you guys are new here, hello, my name is Rachel, and I have paid off 6 figures of debt over the last 5 years, and the only way I've been able to do that is pay myself first and budget. 2 incredibly critical things every single payday, every single week. And I just am here showing you guys examples of how I'm doing it and what works for me in hopes that it works for you too. I know when I was getting started, I loved budgeting inspiration and seeing different people's budgets, how they set them up, what things they put in their budget, things like that. So hopefully these videos are motivating for you guys as they were for me when I was getting started. So that being said, let's just jump right into the spreadsheet. If you are new here, I do use Google Sheets for tracking my budget and my annual expenses because it is just so easy. I'm a spreadsheet nerd, but Google Sheets allows you to edit and view your budget from absolutely any device. So I love that. That being said, let me pull up the screen recording. All right, so here's the March spreadsheet. We always start at the top with income, and my largest income so far, and the thing that's changing drastically for March is my W-2 income. And since I know what my salary is, but I don't know what my take-home pay is going to be looking like, so I'm just guessing here, and I'm just guessing $4,200 a month, and that's after tax. This is take-home. My new company does have a 6% 401k match, which I will be contributing up to 6%, and I will also be having, of course, my medical, dental, insurance. I think those are, and taxes, obviously. I think those are going to be my only deductions coming out of my pay. So I'm just ballparking 4,200 take home. We'll see if it changes. Obviously, I'll know more at the end of the month. And then my next income is my rental property. If you guys are new here, I do have one rental property so far I bought in 2021, and that normally brings in $459 and excuse me, 24 cents. As you can see from the note, the tenant pays $734. The property management team keeps $66.06. That's their 9% monthly fee, and then they send me the rest, and from that I pay the $208.70 mortgage. And so $459.24 is what's left. As a real estate investor, you want to be saving a chunk of that every month for maintenance and vacancy and CapEx, like large maintenance projects, if it needs a new roof or a boiler or whatever. I'm saving all of that in a separate real estate account that all the rent money gets dumped into and the mortgage is automatically drafted from. I'm just allowing that account to grow in the background, and I'm just saving up to buy. I'm just saving down payment for the next property. So, and then YouTube, I just have a goal of hitting the normally have a goal of hitting the $100 payout threshold. I put it at 200 this month for the March payout, just because it's a month behind. So I did not get paid out for January. So I did not get a February paycheck just because I did not meet the $100 threshold. So they lump it into the next month, and I already have an accrued, it's more than $200 now between January and February that will get paid out in March. So it will be more than 200, but I just put it at 200. And then as you can see from the comment, all of that goes straight to my emergency fund. Any YouTube income or direct support I get from you guys goes right to my emergency fund until that sucker is fully funded, and then from that point I'll figure out what to do with my income after that. But emergency fund first and foremost, because that is critical. That is like, I mean, Dave Ramsey, baby step number 1 is $1,000. I don't think that's enough. I'm working on my 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. I just have like a $10,000 goal, but I'll touch more on that in a second. Now, expenses, my biggest expense, rent. And that is $15.25 a month. I might be moving in the future, in the next few months. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, $15.25, electricity, I budget $60, internet's always $60. Mohila is my student loan servicer. They're still in forbearance until litigation is done, or June, or whichever. I don't really, whatever, $0 payment for now. Gym, I did sign up for a new gym that's like less than 2 miles up the road. I was using my work gym, and obviously I don't have that job anymore, so I've signed up for this gym up the road, and it's $15 a month, and they do month to month, which is cool. Netflix, $20. Car insurance is a new line item now. My old job, my car insurance was automatically deducted from my paycheck just because we had a corporate discount that I signed up for. I am keeping that policy for now, but I am going to start shopping around just to see if I can get a better deal, but I don't even think it's $60, but we'll see. $500, groceries and food. That is, it's still more than one person needs to spend, but again, inflation. And I'm actually excited now that I'm working from home. I am doing a lot of things that save money, like cooking beans from dry beans. I know this is really random, but they're so much cheaper when you buy dry beans, and then you soak them overnight, and then you can cook them the next day. It's just nice to have that time to do that kind of thing. And homemade bread, I've been making sourdough bread, which is so much cheaper than store-bought, and not to mention better for you. Things, I don't know, it's been nice to be eating at home. I can eat healthier. I'm not tempted to go or to just grab something as I'm driving by because I'm not driving anywhere. It's nice. So I'm intrigued to see how I actually do with the groceries and food budget for March, because I think it'll be less than that. So we'll see. Gas and car wash, I budget $150. I'm guessing I'm going to be able to lower that in the coming months as well. We'll see. I don't know. I still want to do a lot of weekend adventures now that I have a normal schedule. I'm not working weekends. We'll see what shakes out. I'll just leave it at $150. Pet supplies, I always budget $25. I might not need to order anything in March just because I did a big order in February, so I'm pretty stocked up. But we'll see. Massage, I left that on there. I was going to take it off because, I don't know, in January, February, I was thinking, how can I leave room in my budget for a $168 massage? But it still fits in the budget. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Whatever. Invest, I have a goal of investing $100. That's either Roth or FundRise. One or the other. That's all. I have a goal of investing at least $100 a month, so hopefully I can do more. We'll see. Donate, I always donate $50 to Layla. You guys all know Layla. Personal Finances with Layla. Debt Over It is her channel. Savings, 1,000 is my goal for March. That should be so that's any savings to, aside from the YouTube income going to my emergency fund, this is savings from my paycheck that I'm putting towards sinking funds or my emergency fund, or that's it. But yeah, so $1,000 is the goal. And then spending, as you guys know, I'm doing a low buy year for 2023, and it's a collaboration with Layla, Christiana at the Well Behaved Wallet, and Rebecca at Rebecca's Questify. And some of them are doing a zero spend year, which is amazing. For myself personally, I had a $300 spending budget for all of 2022, and this is just personal spending. Anything that doesn't fit into one of these other categories, I've been putting in personal spending, so just when I'm out and I feel like buying something. But I went over that $300 budget every month, and so now for 2023, I said, no, I want to do a low buy just because I knew my income was going to be dropping. But so far so good. Like, I have not had, I had to make some purchases I didn't have to. I made some purchases to get this desk set up just because I knew I'd be working from home. So I got like an ergonomic chair and the desk that I've really been wanting, and just some other, like a laptop stand for my laptop. But they're business expenses as well. Plus my new job is reimbursing me $300 to use towards whatever I wanted to get a home office set up. But wow, why am I on a tangent about this? I don't know. But anyway, I've been doing good on personal spending, was the whole point of that. So it's still at a $300 budget. So total spending for the month, $4,033, which is pretty close to my W-2 goal. So we'll see how we go. Obviously, if this W-2 income isn't as much as I'm hoping and this budget has to tighten, obviously the first thing to go will be personal spending and being more strict with groceries and food and gas. And then if I can't save $1,000, so be it. I'm still gonna donate. I'm still gonna invest. Also, the massage may get cut, as I've already been hemming and hawing about that. So anyway, next category is debt. Student loans, y'all know student loans. $160,250.22 to go. I have an arbitrary goal of saving another $14,000 towards student, or paying if we ever come out of forbearance this year. Remains to be seen, but either way, a goal of putting $14,000 towards my student loans. Up until now, I have saved up $28,804, and I've just been saving that in a high yield savings account. Did I say 24,804? Whatever. And I haven't been paying them just because that money is growing me interest in my high yield savings account. So it's making a little bit of money while we're just in limbo with student loans for years on end. So I haven't added any money to them so far this year, and I don't plan to start doing that until after my emergency fund is fully funded, as well as my sinking fund. So as you can see, my emergency fund is currently at $3,825, so $6,175 to go. The car, vet, and medical is fully funded as of January, or maybe earlier this month. And then annual expenses is at $1,200. I have another $800 to go. I do have one more paycheck coming from my old job. It'll be in paper form in the mail, I believe. That's how they made it seem. So I'm gonna, and plus I am already eligible to get my first paycheck from the new job on March 3rd. So I still think March is gonna be a 3 paycheck month from the new job as well, which is exciting, plus the paycheck from the old job. But I already know they're going to be like, oh, you owe us that $600 we paid towards your student loans. Whatever. So I will be saving $600 from that last paycheck from my old job to pay them back for the generous $600 they paid towards my student loans. Anyway. But I should be able to wrap up annual expenses in March. That should be no problem. And then I'll start probably trickling some money to my travel fund, which is $15 in it. I do want to take some trips this year. In another video, I'm going to go into the whole shebang on my old job and why I left it and why it was like soul-sucking. And anyway, I didn't travel much. I didn't hardly even take vacations. So things are changing for this year, which I'm very excited about. And of course, I need to start investing in my Roth, but you guys know it's not a huge priority for me. But that being said, I want to show you guys something. So I have popped over to the spreadsheet of my overall annual expenses, and the most exciting thing that happened in February is that my net worth is finally above negative $30,000, which is so exciting. That's so exciting. If we even just go back to last year, so this was 2022, look where my net worth started. It was like, well, you can see right here, negative 83,000 basically. So that's incredible. That's incredible. So I brought my net worth up by roughly $50,000 throughout 2022, and now we are slowly, I don't know, each $10,000 mark I'm closer is so exciting. So I'm finally under the 30,000 in the whole mark, despite still owing 160,000 in debt. That's incredible. That's incredible. Like total assets, look at that, 130,000. That makes me so happy. And this is obviously between my savings and my rental property, just the worth of it from its previous appraisal back in the end of 2020, minus what I still owe on it, but it certainly would sell for a lot more now. I get requests all the time. People cold calling, cold texting me looking to buy that, but I'm not selling it. So I know it's worth a lot more than what it was last appraised. So, but whatever. Yeah, between my 401k, you guys, they say the first 100,000 invested is the hardest, and I would agree. It was a tooth and nail fight to get there. Because again, back in 2022, I started with about 78,000 with assets, which is still pretty good, but definitely being in the six figures this year makes me feel so positive about things. Like obviously I've been putting in the work and getting myself headed in the right direction, and it just feels nice to slowly be creeping towards zero. I have high hopes to have a positive net worth by the end of the year. So yay. I can do it. I got a feeling I can do it. Even with less salary, I don't know. Once you spend so many years being broke and like really not having a lot to operate from, and then suddenly you do get the higher paying job, it's nice to already have those principles in place and just the mindset. Not that it's great to be in a scarcity mindset and always like, oh, this could be taken away from me at any time, but at least having, when you are broke, you figure out how to budget and make things work, and if you're in that space long enough, then those principles kind of become ingrained in you, and it's nice to have those going forward. So I'm very thankful for those years where I spent barely making it by. It's just been nice to really set myself up for a different future. So slowly but surely, month after month, getting there. Certainly getting there. So that's enough of the spreadsheet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this job change. I'm very excited going forward. I'm excited to get my time back, my creativity back. I want to make more videos that are helpful, and there's videos you guys have been asking for that I definitely want to get to, and I feel like I'm finally taking a deep breath. I haven't had a day off yet just because my last job, I worked 12-hour shifts over the weekend, and then I started this new job Monday. So this coming weekend will be like my first deep breath, which I'm very excited about, and just to relax and just let the stress melt away. It slowly has been, which is nice. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you guys have any budgeting goals or savings goals for the month of March. I love hearing about them. And let me know how you're doing on your low buy or no buy year if you are joining along with us. That is always super motivating. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.